Hello, everyone. I have a real interesting live today. I have an interesting live today. I want you to join. Do me a favor and share. If you are on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube, comment. Tell me where you're. Tell me where you are. I'm trying to see. I think something is. What up, everybody? I have an interesting conversation I want to talk about. But first, I want to Lord, come on. You hear my dog, guys? It's real life over here. Okay, here we go. All right. So I want you to comment. I have a interesting conversation that I want to talk about. There's this question that's going around in relationship questions about what do you bring to the table, and I want to talk about it. I want to get your opinion in the question. I want to see what do you think you bring to a table. um, Let me know if my music is too loud also, because I have music playing. But as you're coming in, come in. I want you to join this live. This is going to be a real interactive live tonight. Also, if you are not afraid to join the live, I will also share the broadcast link for you to come on and let us talk, because I really want to know what's going on with this question. What do you bring to the table? I want to bring my point of view in regards to it, because it's like all over the place. I see it on Twitter, I see it on Instagram, I see all these little clips. I also want to share a clip that I saw, I think yesterday or the day before. I'm not really sure. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to show it. But as you're logging on, I want you to comment, because I really want us to talk together. I want us to talk about uh, this subject. A real interest. What do you bring to the table? If you're logging on, I want you to type, what do you bring to the table? What is it that you believe that you bring to a table in a relationship? So I want my men to come on in. I want my girls to come on in, and I want you to let me know, what do you bring to the table? Okay. And why are people asking this question too? What's going on? Why people are asking the question, what do you bring to the table? So I'm gonna just give a little bit of time. I think I cannot see all the comments to all the places that I'm streaming from for whatever reason, but I want you to come on in. Tell me, what do you bring to a table? Type it in the comment section. Let us share. Let us talk about this. Do you think that you bring anything to the table? Do you think that you need to bring anything to the table? Why are people asking these questions when it comes to relationship? Is the question even necessary? Okay. Is this question even necessary? I'm actually going to share a clip that I saw in a few moments. But I thought that the clip was a very interesting clip that I saw on one of my Facebook friends' profile, and I did comment. So if you saw the comment that I made, then I know that you know my point of view about this relationship conversation. What is it that everybody is trying to figure out, what the other person is going to bring to the table or not, right? Okay, so let me see if I could share this video so everybody a um, will have an understanding where I'm coming from when it comes to the question, right? There was I think I'm not really well versed when it comes to certain shows that happen on television, but I did see the clip. So I would like to play. Let me see if I could. Let me see if I could share my screen. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Let's play it.
I pay every bill in this house, right? And I fix everything in this house because I'm an electrician. What are you bringing to the table as a woman? What do you realistically do other than have sex? Every lady here, I want to know, what are you bringing to the table for the man that takes care of you?
Here we go. And take notes. So what I do is I make that house that you pay for, that you pay that mortgage for, I make it at home. I cook the meals. I'm washing clothes.
That's $100 a week.
Don't play with me.
I can get it made.
No. You see that? And see, that's where you're going wrong. It costs more than $100 a week to have somebody cook for you, to have somebody clean up after you. Because a lot of times you men become our children. All right. We dress y'all. We pick out y'all clothes. We cook for y'all.
The men complain that it started off that way, but then they start slacking. They don't do what they don't keep up with that same type of energy, but they expect the man to keep that same energy of continue on providing in that aspect. So I'm hearing the complaints. So you can speak for yourself, but a lot of women say, I don't want to cook.
Let's backtrack. I make a house a home. All the furniture you get to come home and lay up on, I pick that shit out. Right. You know what I'm saying? When the paper towels go away in the bathroom, you know who goes to the store to get them? You know who gets on Amazon to get that? All the shit that you don't even think about that makes your life easier, I do that.
You understand? Let me ask you a question, right? Everything that you're telling me can be bought. Guess what? I can have an assistant order me paper towels and toilet paper and groceries on Amazon. Actually, I get Whole Foods delivered to my house weekly. It's a subscription. I get meal preps every week. My meal preps is $120 and I get 3 meals a day. I make myself my own breakfast. That's 4 square meals. I have another cleaning lady. She charges me $100 a week to come clean. You are only saving me $600. What are you bringing outside? Listen, if you ask a man, what is he bringing to the table? I'm bringing a house to the table.
That I can also pay for myself.
Okay, but you're not.
But I can.
But you're not.
But I can.
But you're not. And you're not willing to.
That's the point. I was taking care of myself before I was married.
And then you got married and stopped taking care of yourself.
Multiple mortgages. I still take care of shit. That's the thing.
Listen, I'm not saying you can't make money. What I'm saying is what you're bringing to this table is a service that can be paid for versus what a man has to bring to the table for your life. You can't buy somebody to buy you a home. I could buy somebody to cook and clean for my house. I can't buy a person to come give me a house, give me a car, take care of me, and make sure all my bills are in the house.
And do that. That's what
I'm not saying that you can't. I'm saying that you're not.
I'm gonna interject here. Can I do that? Okay, guys. So that is the video that I saw, right? That is the video. And I know that there's a lot of other videos that's going around, but I didn't really watch those videos, but I saw this one. Then buy sex too. He obviously does not want a wife, right? Right. Okay. So listen, I know this video had cussing in it, so I do not in any way condone cursing, but I just wanted to bring forth the what he was saying. So I wanted to bring to light what the young man and the young woman was saying in the video. The young man, he was very passionate about saying everything that he can do. And then the young woman too. She was very passionate about trying to tell him, this is what I can do. This is what I could bring to a table. And this is what's going on back and forth between the men and the women, right? So everybody is trying to prove what they're capable of bringing to a table. Before I give my opinion on this table, I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear your thoughts. So my cousin said, then buy sex. Buy sex. He obviously doesn't want a wife. What do you guys think? Does he want a wife? What is it that he want? Does he even want companionship? Like, what is it? If you could buy all these things, then what is it that you want from your spouse? And this is, I'm not really weighing in on the men's side or the women's side to say who's wrong or who's right in this video. This is what I wanted to point out, is that the table is temporary. Everyone is fighting over what they could bring to the table right now. Right now, at this moment, you're asking me, what can I bring to a table? When you're asking somebody what they could bring to the table, you're asking them, what can they do for me right now? If you as a woman ask a man, what could you bring to the table? You're looking at everything that he could give you in this moment. The same thing for a man. If you're asking your girlfriend or a prospect, what can you give me? And what can you bring to the table? What could you give me? You're looking at right now. I believe honestly that the conversation is it doesn't make sense, because if we break down the question, then are you looking for somebody to be a gift giver? Are you looking for somebody to just feel everything that you can't do for yourself? You know, or what are you trying to, when you ask the question, what answer are you really looking for? What are you looking for? Are you looking for the person to fill all the voids that you're missing? He lists out everything. He said, I could buy a maid, I could buy a chef, or I could buy food services that would deliver to my house. I could buy someone that will come in every week to do this, that, and the third. My thing is, the table is temporary. What you want today is not what you're going to want 10 years from now, 5 years from now. So when you're asking me this, that means that you have no understanding of what the future could hold. If you're looking for right now, you may like sex every day. Let's just say that. You may like to have sex every day. In 10 years, are you going to like having sex every day? Is that going to be something that you're looking for on the table? Our passions change over time as people evolve, as your interests change, as you gain more wisdom, as you grow intellectually. What you want is today may not be the same thing that will fulfill you in 10 years. And truth be told, this young man was saying that, hey, I could buy this. This costs $100. You doing all this is just saving me $600. Well, what he's not understanding is life happens. At any given moment, the money that he's boasting that he's able to provide for himself for could go away. You could get fired, your business could crumble, or you could get sick. Then what happened? Because when you get sick, honey, the maid is not going to come and take care of you. The food service people are not going to come to your house to roll you in your wheelchair or take you to your doctor's appointment. So what you're saying to me now is only a temporary fix. So if you're telling me that in 10 years, what you want on the table is going to stay the same, then you're telling me that you are a stagnated person. You're not a person that's looking for growth. You're not a person that's looking for someone to build with you. And this goes for the men and the women, because both of y'all asking the same question, which I believe is such a crazy question, because it's selfish, it's self-centered, it's egotistical to ask somebody that question. You go on a date, the first thing, or you're in a date, or you're seeing someone and the person, what can you bring to the table? That you're basically asking, how are you able to fulfill my need right now? And so you really need to look into yourself to really ask yourself, what am I missing where I need someone, or I need to find someone to do something, everything that I cannot. In 5 years, 10 years, you know, things happen. And I just wanted to, jump on really quickly. I wanted to see, I don't know if, let's see. I don't know if Anybody want to join the live? Let me put my link out. Okay, let's do this. Let me put my link. I'm going to put my link. So I'm giving you a chance. You could come on with me and let's talk about this. What do you think about that? Okay, I think everybody should be able to see. If you are coming on the live, just click on the link or copy and paste the link. If you are any of the platforms I'm streaming from, I know I'm streaming from LinkedIn and Twitter, also Instagram. I cannot see your comments. I'm so sorry if you're commenting. I can't see your comments. I also can't see LinkedIn comments and Twitter. So come on to Facebook, okay? Or go on to YouTube. Look for Dr. Tanisha Allen or Dr. Tanisha Allen on Facebook. All right. So find me quickly because I want to, before we continue, I know we have new people that's watching. I want to play that video one more time because it's interesting what he's saying. And the girl, she's real heated about what he's saying. And I have something to say about that, right? Okay, so let's see. Let me see if I could share this video one more time because, we really need to listen out for what he's saying. And I want you to listen to what the young lady is saying too, okay? So I don't want you to be one-sided. Wait.
Yeah, man, that's your throw away your rubbish, man. Throw away your rubbish. No, kick it off.
What is that?
Kick it off.
Hey guys, welcome back again to
what
our
I wanted
channel.
to share. What is that? Hold on, guys. I lost it because something was playing and I don't know what it is. Let's see if I could find it again. All right, so if you want to join, you have to get on Facebook. If you're not seeing the link pop up, get on Facebook and YouTube. You're supposed to be able to see the link from that platform. Okay, let me make sure that I'm all right. Let's find this video. What do you bring to the table? This girl was so upset. Poor thing.
I pay every bill in this house, right? And I fix everything in this house because I'm an electrician.
Okay, let's see if I could share now.
What are you?
Okay, guys. So let's see.
What are you bringing to the table? As a woman, what can you realistically do other than have sex? Every lady here, I want to know, what are you bringing to the table for the man that takes care of you?
Here we go. And take notes. So what I do is I make that house that you pay that mortgage for, I make it at home. I cook the meals. I'm washing clothes.
That's $100 a week.
Don't play with me.
I can get it made.
No. You see that's where you're going wrong. It costs more than $100 a week to have somebody cook for you, to have somebody clean up after you. Because a lot of times you men become our children. All right. We dress y'all. We pick out y'all clothes. We cook for y'all.
The men complain that it started off that way, but then they start slacking. They don't do what they don't keep up with that same type of energy, but they expect the man to keep that same energy of continue on providing in that aspect. So I'm hearing the complaints. So you can speak for yourself, but a lot of women say, I don't want to cook.
Let's backtrack. I make a house a home. Okay. All the furniture you get to come home and lay up on, I pick that shit out. Right. You know what I'm saying? When the paper towels go away in the bathroom, you know who goes to the store to get them? You know who gets on Amazon to get that? All the shit that you don't even think about that makes your life easier, I do that.
You understand? Let me ask you a question, right? Everything that you're telling me can be bought. Guess what? I can have an assistant order me paper towels and toilet paper and groceries on Amazon. Actually, I get Whole Foods delivered to my house weekly. It's a subscription. I get meal preps every week. My meal preps is $120 and I get 3 meals a day. I make myself my own breakfast. That's 4 square meals. I have another cleaning lady. She charges me $100 a week to come clean. You are only saving me $600. What are you bringing outside? Listen, if you ask a man, what is he bringing to the table? I'm bringing a house to the table.
That I can also pay for myself.
Okay, but you're not.
But I can.
But you're not.
But I can.
But you're not, and you're not willing to.
I am willing to. I was taking care of myself before I was married.
And then you got married and stopped taking care of yourself. I have multiple mortgages.
I still take care of shit. That's the thing.
Listen, I'm not saying you can't make money. What I'm saying is what you're bringing to this table is a service that can be paid for versus what a man has to bring to the table for your life. You can't buy somebody to buy you a home. I could buy somebody to cook and clean for my house. I can't buy a person to come give me a house, give me a car, take care of me, and make sure all my bills
are in the house. I can still do that. That's what
I'm not saying that you can't. I'm saying that you're not.
I'm gonna interject here. Can I do that?
Okay, so I think it was just stressing out the poor host. She was just stressed. She couldn't even handle the conflict that was going on set because she needed to interject to calm down the heat. Okay, so we said he can't count either. $120 a week for a meal prep is $480. A cleaning lady is $100 equals $400. I think when he was doing that, he was basically boasting and bragging what he can do. All right, this is what I wanted to also add in regards to the woman who felt the need to explain what she could bring to the table, right? If I have to tell you that this is all the things that I could do to make you feel better about doing everything that you're supposed to be doing, then we got issues. One of the things he said, probably kid said, oh my. One of the things that he said, right? And one of the things that she said is, when I see we are getting ready to go there. We're going there, Prophet. We're going there. We have to go there. This is a conversation that keeps happening. We have to go there because we have to figure out why. What is each person missing? What are the women missing? What are the men missing? Why they keep asking this question? What do you bring to the table? What is it? What is it that I need? What is it that I need? Okay, so she's telling him, everything that you're bringing me, I'm going to make it. You bring me a house, I'm making it a home. You bring me food, I'm going to cook it. Listen, I have a link. If you oppose anything I say, or you want to come on and talk about it with me, I post a link. Look up in the comment section and click on it. Invite yourself in, and you get your little minute of fame. All right. So she was saying that everything that you bring, I'm going to make it into something. And most of the times the men become like our children. Then the men say, hey, you don't keep yourself up when we get married. You only do this until we get married, and then you stop cooking and say you don't want to cook anymore. Right? So that's what they're saying. Everything that you're telling me that you could do right now, when we get married, you stop doing it. And you expect me to continue to provide. That's both ends of the story. Now, you guys heard what I said at the beginning. I don't understand the questions. I don't understand the argument. I don't understand the need to even ask the question, because the table is temporary. Temporary table. That's my input. It's a temporary table. What we need today is not what we're going to need on the table in 5 years or 10 years. Granted, you're supposed to evolve as a couple, evolve as a person. And if you're asking the question, you're asking the next person, what is it that you could bring to me to fulfill everything that I'm missing? Come on. What is it that you have to say? I showed the video twice now. I really want to hear. I know my cousin, she ain't with it. She's like, I'm not, I don't want to hear nothing he got to say because it don't make sense. And so Prophet Kia, now he said, hey, I get his point. I get her point. They both have points. So what is it? Who wins the argument? Who wins the argument? on a temporary table? Who wins the argument on a temporary table? When I was that young guy, I don't think if he's 30, he must be in his early 30s, right? I don't even think he's 30. But when I was that young, right, a couple of years ago, what I wanted someone to bring to the table, it's not what I want them to bring to the table today. So what happens when everything that I need you to bring to the table, you're bringing it today, but tomorrow I'm no longer satisfied with what you're bringing to the table? Or you're not able to bring all the things that you said that you could bring to the table anymore. Then what happens? Come on. I want to know what happens. What happens when the person is no longer satisfied? One of the men said in earlier of the video, he said, the only thing that you could give me is sex. That's the only thing that you're bringing to the table. Which among all things, I believe that they're being very degrading also. So on the men's side. And I feel for a woman to want to prove that what she could do, I also feel that it's a place of, she's really not confident in herself. Prophet Keon, come on. But I, as a man, what? Hold on, let me put it on the. But I am a man, so really understand his lens. For a man, it is not about your ability to clean, have sex, or create just a home. Okay, so then what is it? We're talking about the question. What is it? What is it that they're looking for? So for someone to ask the question, what are you bringing to the table? What is it that they're looking for the other person to answer? Is it companionship? What is it? Is it companionship? Because to ask the question, what can you bring to the table? And somebody say, I could bring companionship. Well, that's the whole purpose of the relationship. It's companionship. So why are we still asking the question? It's about your ability to carry my vision and to help establish it. But that's what she was saying. She said, you bring me the house, I will make it a home. It's still a man's vision. You buy the house, the woman makes it a home. But in these days and age, what if the woman buy the house? This is a back and forth debate it doesn't make sense, because they're stating the questions as if every woman or every man is looking for the same thing on the table. So we're stating a question and we're asking it to a group of women. What can you bring to the table in a relationship? And so the men are arguing their point and the women are arguing that point, as if every one of them don't have different personalities and different visions and different purposes on what they need even on the table. And if we're carrying someone's vision, that means as the vision as the vision gets closer to being fulfilled, there's different things that need to be put on the table. And so if we're in a vehicle, in a relationship, and the vehicle is continuous and the vehicle is moving, we're in a moving relationship, establishing the man's vision, being the helpmate, that means that you're not going to need what I could bring to the table today. So that means that continually I'm going to be needing to create a new table for you. So still, back to my question. How can we answer? What can someone bring to a table? Mom, did I miss the juicy conversation? Mom, can you come on with me real quick? Come on with me. Let me share my link so you could click on it. You didn't miss it, because when you come on and it just gets started. Because I would really like to hear your perspective as a therapist. Why people will want to? She said no. Oh no. I'm still gonna share it just in case you change your mind. But all right, so you didn't you probably didn't see the video if you're just joining, okay? Because I don't know why Facebook takes so long to generate. But okay, guys. So if you're viewing from Twitter or LinkedIn or Instagram, I can't see your comments. So please go over to YouTube and comment. Or go to Facebook, look for Dr. Tanisha Allen on both YouTube and Facebook. You see that I'm live, and I want you to come on if you feel brave enough to join the live. And I want some men. I really want to hear the men perspective on this, okay? I want to hear the men perspective on this. I saw Prophet Keon. He said that it's about the ability. Let me put it on the screen. It is about your ability to carry my vision and to help me establish it. Come on. So the man wants a woman to help carry their vision and be able to help establish it, right? So that's the reason why people are asking the question, what you could bring to the table. Come on, Mom. I want to hear what you got to say. What do you think about this? What do you think? I keep repeating myself because I know that we have newcomers. If you want me to play the video again that I played, I will play it again. So what about the woman's vision? I was going to ask the same question, but I wanted to get... What about the woman's question? I think women need something. I think the women need the same thing. If you want me to play the video again, please. If you didn't get to see the video, I will play it one more time because it's an interesting video. Both the women and the men were pleading their case, right? They were pleading their case. In my opinion, the table we're supposed to complement one another, right? I agree with that. I believe that a table is like a revolving door. Play the video, please. Okay, I will play it because my mama asked me to play the video. So I'm gonna play it one more time, guys. I believe the table is a revolving door. What you could bring to the table today is not the same thing that I may want in the future. And I believe that goes for men and women. So to ask the question, to me, it's like you're not seeing the purpose of the future. And you're not seeing the ability for other people to evolve or grow. Hold on, let me share it. I just want to make sure that I get it. I see the comments coming in. But let me hold up. Let me share the video. We got to see it one more time, guys. We got to see it one more time. You got to see it one more time. Let's see what homeboy over here is saying, right? He's pleading his case.
I pay every bill in this house, right? And I fix everything in this house because I'm an electrician. What do you bring to the table as a woman? What do you realistically do other than have sex? Every lady here, I want to know, what are you bringing to the table for the man that takes care of you?
Here we go, and take notes. So what I do is I make that house that you pay that mortgage for, I make it at home. I cook the meals. I'm washing clothes.
That's $100 a week.
Don't play with me.
I could get it made.
No. You see that's where you're going wrong. It costs more than $100 a week to have somebody cook for you, to have somebody clean up after you. Because a lot of times you men become our children. All right. We dress y'all. We pick out y'all clothes. We cook for y'all.
The men complain that it started off that way, but then they start slacking. They don't do what they don't keep up with that same type of energy, but they expect the man to keep that same energy of continue on providing in that aspect. So I'm hearing the complaints. So you can speak for yourself, but a lot of women say, I don't want to cook.
Let's backtrack. I make a house a home. All the furniture you get to come home and lay up on, I pick that shit out. You know what I'm saying? When the paper towels go away in the bathroom, you know who goes to the store to get them, you know who gets on Amazon to get that? All the shit that you don't even think about that makes your life easier, I do that. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you a question, right? Everything that you're telling me can be bought. Guess what? I can have an assistant order me paper towels and toilet paper and groceries on Amazon. Actually, I get Whole Foods delivered to my house weekly. It's a subscription. I get meal preps every week. My meal preps is $120 and I get 3 meals a day. I make myself my own breakfast. That's 4 square meals. I have another cleaning lady. She charges me $100 a week to come clean. You are only saving me $600. What are you bringing outside? Listen, if you ask a man, what is he bringing to the table? I'm bringing a house to the table
that I can also pay for myself.
Okay, but you're not.
But I can.
But you're not.
But I can.
But you're not, and you're not willing to.
I am willing to. I was taking care of myself before I was married.
And then you got married and stopped taking care of yourself.
I have multiple mortgages. I still take care of shit. That's the thing.
Listen, I'm not saying you can't make money. What I'm saying is what you're bringing to this table is a service that can be paid for versus what a man has to bring to the table for your life. You can't buy somebody to buy you a home. I could buy somebody to cook and clean for my house. I can't buy a person to come give me a house, give me a car, take care of me, and make sure all my bills
are in the house. But I can still do that. That's what
I'm not saying that you can't. I'm saying that you're not.
I'm gonna interject here. Can I do that? Prophet can't say he tapping out. I don't want you to tap out because I want everyone to hear your opinion, especially as a man. And I think you need to tag all your fellas in so they will be able to speak. This it's interesting, right, guys? It's interesting on both ends. I saw Trey said they have both been hurt and are slightly triggered. I totally agree. I probably can't say before I get beat up. You're not getting beat up. This is why I came on, because I want to know what's the reason for the question. What are you, when you ask the question, what answer are you really looking for the other person to give you? Because you just go, what can you bring to a table? I don't know you. I could bring anything to the table. If I'm able to know you, if we're able to grow together, if we're able to develop together, then whatever you need on the table today, I will put it on the table. And whatever you don't want anymore, I'm going to take it off of the table. So what is the need for us to be talking about this? Where is this table? Where is this table? What does this table look like? What are you trying to find? Or what are you trying to ask? What are you searching for in another person? Because the way this young man is speaking, and I'm not knocking him because he's very passionate about whatever he has been through in his life and experience. And the same thing with the women on their side. They're very passionate about what she could bring. But he is telling you that I basically don't need you because all you're going to give me is sex. I could pay for the food. I could pay for the cleaning. I could pay for somebody to cook for me. So what are you looking for? And for the woman to say, well, I could do all these things. I could, you bring me a house, I'll make it a home. I could even buy the own house if you want me to. I could make my own money if I need to. I was doing all of that before I even, I was even married. So what are you really saying? Come on. I want the input. I shared the link. If you want to join the live, you could join the live because I really want people to speak. It seems as if there is nothing she can say that will be suffice. Right. Come on. Let me hear. Hey, Plus Production. Welcome. Come on. It is very interesting. The conversation is very interesting. I believe the table changes over time. My appetite changes. I don't even like eating leftovers, much less. So what I need on the table today is not what I'm going to need on the table too. This table is supposed to be a revolving door, honestly, because I think the man really is challenging her womanhood. Wow. Wow. I heard no one talking about building together, shared vision or mission. Let's see what Plus Production is saying. It goes both ways, really. It depends on who the two are and what they each are doing. To get even more technical, it sounds as if they are in a toxic relationship. They are not even together. They're not together. They're not married. They're just. It's a. I'm assuming because I didn't get to watch the whole interview, but they're on a show together, and there's the women on one side and the men on one side, and the question came up, and the men and the women are going back to back. But I guess they clipped whoever clipped this cut this clip was trying to make a point, right? And so we women do not get credit for half of the things that we sacrifice more time. I agree, but I think I will say that for the men too, you know, to not being biased, but I agree. I think on both sides, both the men and the women sacrifice. And a lot of times because the sacrifice look different, that's where the argument and the conflict comes in, because we both are sacrificing. You know, you are working for all our working and providing men. We're working, they are working and they are providing, they are paying all the bills, they are doing everything that they believe that they need to do to protect their home, provide for their home and their children. And the women believe the same thing. I sacrifice too, because a lot of times in this society, most women are working anyways. And when the women are working, we still have to come home, clean, cook, and take care of children, and then give you good sex, right? Right. So all of it is a sacrifice. And so the argument and this, there was a guy in the video. He was saying, "I hear the complaints," and in my head, I'm like, "Who complaining to you, bro? Who are these complaints coming from? Because I want to know." But he's saying that men are complaining that the women, once they get married, they're not doing everything that they once do. But are women complaining too? Are the men doing everything that they were doing to keep the marriage? Right? Like, you know, they used to chase the women. You know, they would do anything to have you in their life. Are they still chasing the women? Okay, so we do not get credit. Okay, I read that comment. I look a mess, so I can't join. But the table is basically, oh no, you don't look a mess. Come on, join. But the table is basically, what can you do for me? Right. So that's the table. It's a selfish table, I believe, on both ends, on the women and on the men. To ask the question, it's selfish. Why do I partner with you? Okay, let's see. Well, yes, they both sacrifice. Okay, if it's the women he's choosing, well, it's the women he's choosing to clown. Is that what you're trying to say? Yeah, I think he's a bit hurt. I think he I don't know. That sounds like some women issues. Okay, relationships are progressive, yes, and it goes through different seasons, and we have to adjust to accommodate to those seasons. Exactly. The table is revolving. There's an evolution of this table. When you're in a relationship, what you enter the relationship with, and whatever you had put on the table and established for you to even decide to marry this person or make them your life partner, right? Over time, as financial issues happen, as sickness happen, as children come into play, as jobs, people are now getting caught up in jobs and caught up in division on both sides. Then what is needed on the table is not the same thing. And so to ask this question, you're asking a nearsighted question. You're only seeing you. I need this. And I need you to provide this. Let's look what Plus Production is saying. Come on, Plus Production. Let me hear what you're saying. It goes both ways. And the only way for both parties to ever feel equal is if they are equally putting on. Is that possible? Is it possible? But we all must understand that each party has the diverse duties. Sorry, my mouth dry, my tongue tied, everything to uphold in a relationship. I, for one, don't want to bear pain for 9 months and then another 9 months of labor. LOL. Plus Production. I can't see your picture. Are you a woman? I need to ask the question because I want to see the perspective you're coming from. Please, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to. I don't see your picture, so, and plus your business is showing, so it's not letting me know if you are female or male. I want to know which side you're coming from. All right. My spiritual father says the table was developed because a man value in the home has been disregarded. Come on, prophet. If a woman independence is used to dishonor a man's value, then he is going to feel he can do this by himself. There is just a great gender divide. And the question was first presented by Women First. The great Janet Jackson stated, "What have you done for me lately?" What have you done for me lately? All right. Okay. All right. Plus Production. He said, "I'm a brother." Come on, my brother. He said, "I'm a brother." Yes. So that's coming. Oh, so when you were saying you do not want to carry a baby for 9 months, you're saying it from a male's perspective. Okay, great. Awesome. Very selfish because they are only thinking about themselves and their needs. All right. So let me go back to yes, and I'm deading over here. One of you guys, Prophet, get on live with me. I know you're not gonna want to. Okay, let's go back to what my spiritual father says. Right, and right now I'm not taking sides. I'm just trying to establish this whole table here and why are we even asking this table this question about the table. Well, men are selfish. How are men selfish? Women, they're saying the men are saying, how are we selfish? Plus Production, tell me, because you're a brother, right? Prophet Keon Sutton, who's commenting, he's a brother, right? Both of you guys are men. Do you guys agree with each other? Because right now it looks like the women are really agreeing with each other. I want to know if you agree with Keon Sutton question, and are not the women selfish? Both of them selfish. I believe that both women and men are selfish. But I really want to know, Kent, I pray I said it right. Kent, do you agree with what Keon Sutton is saying? I want to know if you agree. I want to go back to this question because I wanted to. Okay, Keon Sutton said, if a woman independence is used to dishonor a man's value, then he's going to feel he can do this by himself, right? So from his perspective, he's saying that the men are feeling dishonored, right? The men are feeling dishonored, and because they feel dishonored, then they feel like they don't really need a woman. But can a vision really be fulfilled without a woman? That's what I want, and that's another question. So if the men are taking the stance that I'm being dishonored here, and I might as well be able to, I might as well just do this on my own. Can it really happen? Can the village, can the vision be established? I'm not even, and I just really want to know. A vision need both genders. Does a vision need both genders? Prophet, you could go Bible on this if you want. Does a vision need both genders? And I have another question. So the men are feeling dishonored. I'm just throwing out questions because I want to hear what people are saying. I already said what I had to say. I just believe that the table is foolishness, and I believe that the table will never be the same. The table will never be the same. My point was that women do a lot. Okay. My point was that women do a lot. 9 months of pregnancy is a lot of pain. How can that king be a king with no kingdom? Come on, king. Or can a kingdom be built without a woman? Absolutely not. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh. All right. Okay. I guess it depends on what the vision is. Yes. What is, it depends on what the vision is. So I agree that men are very selfish. Yeah. God created men and women for a reason. Listen, we have a lot of opinions on the board, and I'm still looking for somebody to click. Let me share my link. Oh wait, I'm clicking on the wrong thing. I'm gonna share my link again. I want you guys to come on. Let's see my mom. It's interesting because from the video, the guy was saying that he really didn't need the woman. So now she's independent. I know where she's going. And that leads to other concerns. Dishonoring came from the disposition of the woman you get with. Come on. So here's my spiritual father says, hey, I would say this. Men have done some damage to the home, and we have failed in a lot of areas. But I do know in this dispensation, something has been shifted when it comes to gender. Mom, don't start this foolishness. Guys, ignore my dog. They're going crazy out there. All right. So listen, that's a good point. I believe that there there was a time when the home was whole. For whatever reason, during the breakdowns of homes and more women became single mothers and single parents, and it happened very often, a lot of times with multiple different men, that evolved the independence of a woman. That's what I believe. So the woman now carries this strong nature and is determined to achieve what they need to achieve because they have food to put on the table for children of men that are not in their lives. So I do believe that because of that, a lot of men feel left out because women will just move on as if the man doesn't exist, if they believe that the man is not fulfilling their part in a relationship. I do believe the men have a point, and I do believe the women have a point. I need your Facebook link so I could keep up with you and support you. Come on, let's support each other. Okay. I'll message you on LinkedIn. All right. So, yeah. So this is where it's coming from. So because of this, do the men now need to do more work and bring more to the table? Or do the women need to back up from the table and let the men prepare it? Come on. What needs to happen? What needs to happen? Do we need to back up from the table as women? I'm waiting for the comments. Do the men need to back up? Do the women need to back up? Do the men need to bring more to the table? Because really and truly, the breakdown in the household and in the honoring of men, I shouldn't say really and truly because I'm not going to, put something that I don't really have any fact to it. But if we were to look back in history, the women took on a lot. And because of it, the dishonoring of the men came in, right? Women are resilient. Women are resilient problem solvers by nature. Oftentimes in relationship, it is not to deliberately take the lead, but we're often put in that position. If the space is created by men for a woman to thrive in their femininity, I think men will find what they are looking for. Beautiful. We're forgetting the sex part. I haven't forgotten the sex part, right? I didn't forget that part. I didn't forget that part because that was one of the things that the young man said in the video. He was like, "What do you have to offer me? Sex?" I guess he could have sex by himself, but as if he don't want another woman to have sex with. I'm about to go biblical. Come on, Bible. Come on, theologian. They don't need us as a wife because they get their needs met. And so that's an issue that we women need to solve, is to keep our legs closed. And that's an issue in society. We are overly sexualized, and we are overly sexed by too many men. Women, I'm talking about, not me. But women in a whole, right? And so they could just go out there and have sex. They don't even have to buy sex anymore, right? They could just go out and have sex. Women are so open nowadays to just meet somebody and open up their self to them too quickly. Come on. In most cases, the men don't provide for their families. So the women have to do it on their own. What the men don't get is that they teaches the woman how to be independent. Facts. Society has built a different mindset. Society teaches that men can go on without women, and women can go on without men. That is absolutely, that is a very good statement. Then if they are in need, then they are in need of worldly reasons. Shake my head. But the Creator created mankind in a dependent state and condition. Come on. Come on, Kent. Come on, my new friend. That's absolutely right. I think society has built us this mindset that is causing the war and is causing the same war over this table. Tell you the truth, both the men want to control the table and the women want to control this table. In my head, I'm like, forget the table. Very true. I agree. Yeah. And to me, I'm like, forget this whole table, like forget the table. Because this table it's going to be irrelevant in the next month. It's going to be irrelevant in the next year. It's going to be irrelevant in the next 10 years. What you want on this table today, and what happened to building a table together and creating a position where we dismantle the table and see the person. That's for real. Dismantle this table is just stupid, and it is dismantle the table. Come see me. Right. Because individually, you can't go out and ask all women, what can you bring to the table for men? And then all women ask all men, what can you bring to the table for women? Because individually, according to personality, according to what that individual woman or individual man need is what's going to build the table. And the whole purpose is to build the table, not bring the table. I don't want your table because I might not like your food. I might not like what you're putting on this table. Or I might not need what you putting on the table. Because you come with a house, I got my house. You come with a job, I have a job. But what can we create? What can we build together? And I think that's what needs to be asked. What can we do together? Because that's what's missing. What can you bring to the table? Why do you want me to put something on the table? Are you trying to take from me what I have? And that's where people feel depleted, because you want me to bring something that you feel that you're missing. So at the end of the day, you're going to drain me, and I'm not going to want to bring it to the table no more because you've drained everything that I've gotten. I'm still waiting on Prophet Keon to bring the Bible. Come on. That's good. Build the table, not bring the table. Come on, Mom. That's right. That's what we need to be doing in 2022. If that was the case, then we wouldn't be seeing so many divorces, right? We learn to build the table together, right? We're not bringing tables. If we bring in tables, it's going to start conflict, because what you're bringing to the table is everything from the past, all the things that you have learned, all the animosity, all the hurt and the pain. Sorry, guys, my children. Exactly. You asked me that. I am immediately on defense mode. Right. You get defensive when somebody asks, like, what? Why are you asking me that? What? Is there something you need that you're missing? You need a therapist? That's what you need, a therapist. But we can't blame everyone. It's the music. It's the shows. It's the clothes. Everything around us is subconsciously re-educating and brainwashing us to see, think, and do that which keeps the government in control. That's all I got to say for that one. So if we can't blame each other, then why are we arguing over this table? Right? In the Jamaican means say mash up the table. That's burn it up, right? Burn up the table, dash away the table. The table need for dash away the table all anyway. Me no want no old table come around here. Don't bring me your old garbage. Don't bring me your old table. I don't want the let's build a table together. Mash up that. Dash away. That table need to go in the garbage. I don't want your afflictions on the table, right? And that's what's going on in society. I'm coming off of here. I already been on here. I just came to mess around. I thought I was cute, so I came on today. I got my makeup done. So I was feeling myself. I'm just joking. I really wanted to talk about this table thing, and then adding makeup to it was a plus. All right. So I really enjoy your conversation. I believe that for these ending credits, let me say this. As I stated previously in the beginning of the video, and building theirs. Oh, hold on. In the beginning, hold on, let me see. And in the and in the building, there has to be a clear vision of both parties. Amen. In the beginning, the woman has always sought independence, power, and authority. Eve never wanted to be submitted to Adam. The scripture says that when the serpent came to the woman, he asked her, "Did God tell you to not eat of the tree of knowledge or of good and evil?" He stated, "God knows if you eat it of it, you will be just like him, knowing good and evil." And the scripture says she saw that that it was pleasing to the eye to make one wise. See, from the beginning, women has never sought the seat of, I think that's to be continued. Oh, thank Kent. All right, I see you. Okay, I think there's a to be continued. But this is what I have to say to that. When Eve was standing there, I'm just causing conflict, right? When Eve was standing there and talking to the serpent, why was it a need for her to even seek power or seek wisdom? Because the Bible also said she ate the apple, turned, looked to her husband, and gave her husband the apple. Or no, I shouldn't say the apple. That's because it wasn't an apple. It was a fruit, guys. Okay, I'm just sorry. Let me not put that. It wasn't an apple. She turned to her husband. It was a turning, right? It was a turning, right? Now we need the organ to start playing, right? There was a shift, right? And she turned and gave him the fruit, and he ate. He was standing there the whole time listening to this serpent tell his wife to eat the fruit. You know what I believe? Adam wanted to eat that fruit too. Adam wanted to eat the fruit. Adam wanted to eat the fruit. He just needed a push to eat the fruit. So he was like, nah, you go ahead and you go and take the leap. Take it for the team. And when you eat the fruit, I'll take a bite. That is some biblical push. Oh, come on. Who believe it? Who believe Adam wanted to eat that fruit? I believe Adam wanted to eat it. She turned, right? She turned and said, "Baby." Then he sold her out by saying, "The woman gave it to me." I'm going to open a whole Bible study on you. Mom, I'm with you. He sold her out. He's the one that went to go look for the figs. He's the one that went and go and plucked the figs off the fig tree. He's the one. He's the one to cover himself up. Right? Because there was no talking her out. She turned. Now I want to know. Did he want to eat that fruit? Because if somebody didn't want to eat the fruit, they would say, no, I'm not going to eat it. God said not to eat it. So you're just going to have to take that L, right? By yourself. Adam came, whom you a meal prepared from the devil. Adam. Say that again. Wait, let me see if I'm just reading it wrong. Oh, Adam came home. Adam came home to a meal prepared by the devil. Adam didn't come home. Adam didn't come home. That's not what the Bible said. She didn't go searching for Adam. There was no calling. It didn't say that. She said, Adam, where are you? No. It didn't say, then she turned and go look for her husband. She said she turned and gave. Turned and gave. So Adam was standing right there. There was no turning. There was a shifting. Adam knew better. Let's see what Trey say. Yes, I feel like the people who know the Lord should not. My computer cracked, guys, so I have to be looking around the crack. Yes, I feel like the people who know the Lord should not be thinking about relationship the way the world does. Absolutely, I agree. I agree. I believe that as Christian people, we have to be able to approach dating differently, right? We're supposed to be able to approach the idea of dating and marriage differently, because we shouldn't be approaching it with the idea of sex, because that should be off the table. That's the one that's not supposed to be on the table, right? If you're single and you're a Christian, sex is not. Let me say this again for all the ones in the back. If you're approaching dating and you are a Christian, sex should not be on the table. Okay. Right. Sex should not be on the table, guys. That's the one that's not on the table. You can put whatever you want on the table, but not sex, right? That's like Eve shouldn't have put the fruit on the table. The problem is many are doing church and not learning the word. Come on. They're doing church. They're doing church and they're not doing the. I'm laughing at your comments. Okay, well, leave it for the marriage folks. Yes, leave sex for the marriage folks. That's for them. Adam was not there just sitting watching Eve talk to the devil. The scripture said that God punished Adam because he listened to his wife. Yeah, she said, here, Adam, listening doesn't have to be verbal communication. Adam knew better. Eve knew better. They both know better. That's the same thing with this table. The argument between the women and the men, both of you guys know better. They both knew better. That's a good point. That's where it all stops. Everybody knows what they're supposed to do better. The issue with this table is it's a selfish table, and everybody is trying to fulfill their own pleasures, their own needs, and or find validation in the next person. How can you fulfill me? Because you have not learned to fulfill or be fulfilled or be happy with yourself and who you are. Right? This is some foolishness. I'm staying single. No, you're not. No, you're not. All those who are watching out there in social media world, Keon Sutton is single. He's looking. So let me go ahead and advertise. Let me go ahead and advertise for him. Right? He's single and he's ready to mingle. Ah. Oh, okay. Trey said me. She said that she believed Adam wanted to eat the fruit. I believe Adam wanted to eat the fruit. Hold on, let me see. It didn't take my homework for Adam to. It didn't take much work. I think that's what you want to say for Adam to agree. No, I didn't. I don't believe so. I don't believe. Don't start that. I don't want nobody blaming me for eating there. Ah, that's for real. That's a serious thing, right? You put something in the refrigerator and then the other person go and eat it when you was thinking all day about the food. That's some serious hurt right there. Anyways, guys, I had fun. I did something different today, okay? So there's another video that I want to bring. Maybe I'll do it next week about something very controversial, if I said that right. Yeah, I think this was fun, and I believe that this is a way to get the perspective of the other gender. I think that a lot of times we are so hurt and we are so devastated by what had happened to us in the past in relationship, and it doesn't even have to be a relationship with a spouse or a boyfriend or girlfriend, but in just a relationship with your parents or relationship with your friends, that you take on the position of um, the position that you take on because of the hurt. And so when you're asking what can you bring to the table, it's because you feel that you have given yourself so much and you feel that people have taken so much from you that you no longer want to give everything that you once gave before. And so I believe to ask that question, or feeling that you need to ask the question, is um, to also acknowledge that you need to look for the reason why you're asking the question, right? And look for the answers that you're trying to get from the person that you want to ask the question. So if you want to know what somebody brings to the table, you should also know the answers that you're looking for, right? And not to try to figure it out by answering the question like, yeah, that's what I need. I didn't know that's what I need. But anyways, again, I believe the table is foolishness. I believe that the table is something that evolves. I believe that it's something that changes over time. I believe as people grow in wisdom, they grow in purpose, they grow intellectually, that what they need is not going to be the same. And if we take on the task of growing together, developing together, and learning each other in the process of building our own table together, then there won't be any argument. And a lot of times there's a stance of competition that each person take. And so in the video, we see that the man is listing off everything that he can do, and the woman is also listing off everything that she can do, because they are competing with each other. And if we take away the competition in relationship, then we're able to see which way the screw needs to be positioned into this table that we're trying to build together. Okay, so let's take away competition. When we take away competition and realize that we're both partners, then we're able to create the kingdom that we were called on earth to build. It's nobody's fault. I believe that the men has their right to feel the way that they do, and the women has their right to feel that the way that they do as well. But if we continue to argue about this, then what are we going to be able to accomplish? What are we going to be able to accomplish? So until next time, guys, until next time, follow me on Facebook, Dr. Tanisha Allen. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Dr. Tanisha Allen. I'm on Twitter, Dr. Tanisha Allen. I'm on LinkedIn. I think I'm saying it right. I don't even know. I'm on, what is this? IG, right? Tanisha Allen. So follow me on all my platform. I'm also streaming from my my own personal page and on Facebook as well. So guys, see you until next time. Good talking with you guys. Stop asking this question about what you could bring to the table, and let's start building tables together. Amen. Good night, everyone.